Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for F1 Manager 24 as we continue our creative team run here with Broyar Racing. And so far, so good. Things are going along exactly as you would like. We are almost twice as many points as the next closest team, Red Bull. And then if we look at our drivers, Fernandez is almost past Sainz, not quite yet. Sainz had a good early start to the season. And then finally, pit crew, we're pretty dominant there as well. We did just get some new parts designed, if I remember correctly. So let's take a look here. Yeah, we do have you, but let me back up a second. First, any parts that need to be replaced right away, none that need to be replaced right away. Let's go manufacture some stuff real quick. So we got the chassis that we just got, so I know I can do that one. Front wings are okay. Rear wings are okay for the moment. Underfloor is okay. And we're working on suspension and side pods, so we'll still go ahead and get some chassis done. I'll go ahead and do knockout 4 here, because there's a good chance we're going to keep these for a while. Yeah, I think that's fine. But, I mean, we might as well keep designing at this point. And I guess it would be chassis next, I suppose. Unless, again, we want to go for whatever's kind of slowing us down over here, which... I mean, top speed is on that list, and I know you can get a lot of top speed chassis and side pods and suspension, actually. Let's just go chassis. Chassis we know is good. Okay. I mean, I'd love to get as much top speed back as we can here, to be perfectly honest. I don't think we need the engine cooling that much. And we don't really need DRS Delta. Other than we might just tweak up some of these just to make sure. And we're not losing any points, right? Well, we're losing a little bit of medium speed now. So let's get a little bit of airflow middle. Potentially not lose any of that, which we're going to lose a little bit. Doesn't look like it's possible for us to not lose any. I mean, if we just lowered everything and just did that, yeah, we're going to lose something no matter what we do. I mean, the whole point, the chassis is not here for the airflow stuff. I think we can just ignore that then. Let's go back to drag reduction. I think I'm okay with that. And then... I mean, this is not bad. Do we want to bump the DRS Delta up just to say? I should be looking at Grade 2 car because it's, you know, it's listed as first here. I think we'll bump up the DRS Delta until we don't get a gain on the top speed, which actually looks like we're going to get a pretty big gain on the top speed no matter what we do. Let's do that right there. I actually think that's going to be pretty solid. Yeah, that's a pretty big boost on everything. Yeah, why not? We don't need the DRS Delta that much, but... You know, I mean, I kind of just want to have the best in every single category, so... That's my reasoning at the moment. We already got it fast enough for Spa here, at least for one of them. And I don't think we can get it fast enough for, Budapest. So we'll go ahead and just leave the one engineer and we'll move another engineer over somewhere else. Probably to the front wing. Okay, that all looks good. Tension has not improved at all. Great. Well, we tried. Our slowdown really is our factory right now. It's not being able to do that extra piece. But again, it's just not going to matter. The only reason it matters now is because we're designing so many parts that we actually need the manufacturing stuff. But it's all good. I mean, we definitely want another wing. All right, this right here. I mean, it'd be nice to help with some dirty air tolerance. Just again, if we want to try and cap that thing out a little bit. Obviously, DRS effectiveness is already going to boost up pretty heavily, and then top speed's already getting a little bit of a gain as well. Not a huge gain, but something. Drop high speed, and that actually might be good. Drop high speed to there. Technically zeroes it out. We still gain good stuff on top speed. Yeah, I think that's fine. I mean, we're technically losing a very microscopic amount there, but it's such a small amount that I don't think it's going to matter. Okay. I actually think this part looks okay. We can get it down to 34 days. We can. All right. There's that. How are we looking on cost cap? I haven't even looked at cost cap. I think we're going to be fine still. Another design about to pop up. Maybe I should trim some of these back. Alright, I mean, we'll do, I guess, a side pod or a suspension at this point. Right, normally I'd go with something like that. Don't really need the engine cooling anymore. I like to bump the drag reduction as much as we can, as long as we don't lose engine cooling. Oh, never mind, I looked at the wrong. We do need the engine cooling. My bad. There we go. Alright, something like that. Get us as much top speed as we can. Small drops there, but it shouldn't matter. Half a kilometer per hour of top speed, though. Pretty big. We get it down to 29 days. If we can. I mean, we're probably making more side pods than we need. And chassis, to be honest. By the time we get, yeah, it's 31 days to get these 4 chassis done. By then, we would have had this other chassis done. Okay. Any progress on the current car part will be lost, and you will not be refunded for the car parts that are currently being manufactured. I don't know if I understand that. Okay, I get that we would lose the one that's being made right this second. But why is it only 1.65? Oh, can we edit this? Can I just say 2? I think that worked. Okay. Okay. I don't know that I did. I thought I tried editing these before and it didn't work, but maybe not. Side pods are 28 days. We're finishing up the last couple here, so I think we can just let those. Well, We can probably drop it by 1. I can't tell if we're getting our full refund back or not. Either way, building a part we're never going to use is worse than only getting part of our refund back, but we're getting some of our refund back. We're not doing any suspension right now, so it's probably okay to let the suspension finish. All right, I think all that's good. Oh, that looks good. So we got both cars the same again. I like that their attitude is very unhappy. That makes no sense whatsoever. Alright, side pad manufacturing is done. We do want this new rear wing, but we're also researching a new rear wing. 26 days. Okay. I'll just get a couple of these. I think those will last long enough. I mean, there's such short turnaround that even if it doesn't last long enough. So this is going to cost us $550,000. Okay. I might come back in a minute and see if that goes down by half, if we get the full refund or not. I mean, we're okay with affecting him. We don't want to affect her, though. Sure. I throw one more thing at it. Just to make sure we're over. Oh, scouting unavailable. That's totally fine. we don't need no scouting. All right, downforce circuit. That's a good one for us. I mean, they're all good ones for us, to be fair.
Thank you for joining us for the Spanish.
Heavy rain and race day. It's rough. All right, let me go do practice, and we'll be back for qualifying in just a moment. All right, we are back for qualifying. 100% on both cars, as usual. Actually, let me go back. Sorry. You know what? We're gonna run the bad part. I'm really tempted to run the bad parts because I know it's gonna be rain on rain day, and I don't really want to mess with the rain with good parts. I'm kind of tempted to just run these bad parts and see how we do. You know, it's crazy. Worst case, we just switch to the good parts, take the penalty, and we just pass the field and we win the race that way. It's crazy, but I'm gonna try it because I guess I want to see how good our cars are outside of the parts themselves. Gonna be raining soon. I don't think it's gonna be rainy today at all, so I think we're gonna be fine. Now, if we don't make it past first qualifying, then we'll know. And at 12 is going to be tough to beat with bad parts. Or we're fine. And I'm overthinking it. Apparently, it's not hard to beat with bad parts. Oh, go figure. I mean, Red Bull hasn't run yet, but still. It's possible we don't get first. Okay, maybe for now we're first. I was going to say it's possible we don't get first, but we're going to make it past this first qualifying. We're not first by maybe as much. Well, actually, I don't know that we're not as first by as much. Half a second is still pretty good. I mean, we'll take it. We're running bad parts just so they don't get damaged if we crash, and it's working. No reason to change. Actually, no, we will change to these other tires. Go team, go. Let's do it. Still sub 112. That's should be good enough, I think. That goes to show you how good our cars are right now from an aerodynamic standpoint. I mean, his engine's better than hers, but apparently hers is still good enough. Yeah, if we keep it under 112, I think we're going to be fine. I mean, we'll go ahead and run one more just because in this particular case, it's fine. Oh, it was close. But even as we'll actually be second going into this race here, but we're back to almost a full second ahead of these guys. Okay, there we go. 700ths of a second, just under. That's crazy fast. Apparently on a downforce track, you don't need good parts elsewhere as long as your downforce is good. Apparently the rain's not going to be until the end, though. My strategy suddenly has a flaw in it, but that's okay. I think we'll still be perfectly fine. We're not gonna be as dominant as we have been, I would imagine, but we're still gonna be. I think we'll be okay. The only risk would be if there's a chance that we just have a part just completely fail on us because it's in the yellow. Which, if that's the case, then so be it. But I think we're gonna be fine. Otherwise. The fact that it said heavy rain, that it's not heavy rain, is a little disappointing, but, you know, whatever.
It's the Spanish Grand Prix.
Or maybe it's just heavy rain so late that it doesn't ever get wet enough. That might be all it is.
It's lights out, and away we go.
Let's watch Ibanez here. I'd like her to take the lead here, but I guess she does. And watch Fernandez. Okay, he's going to be behind. If we can get ahead and get behind her, then we'll do the same thing we normally do. She might not be able to. Oh, he's good. Alright, settle in. Yes, we're already a second at. Okay. Something, we broke the game. Because we're already like crazy fast. just get through this race, hopefully, and then, you know, we bought a race on all other parts by not running them here if we do make it. So far, so good. Bumped up to 16 speed here for the little middle bit. We'll get back to our pit kind of section, I suppose. Ibanez actually has a proper mechanical fault. It's unfortunate. I mean, that is the only risk, right? So. Had a puncture? Wow. That window should be coming up soon. There it is. I'd have to pit her a little bit early, but that's going to be okay. At this point, we're not going to push the engines at all, I don't think, for the rest of the race. There's no need to, at least not for her. Yeah, I think we just schedule her pit. I like that Sonoda's right on our tail right now. Oh no, we're back in third place. What will we do? Kind of a whole lot of nothing. I guess we'll... Let's get some temperature and then we'll push the tires here in a bit. Or not the tires, the ERS. That'll be about the only thing we push. I mean, it's just that these other guys haven't pit yet, right? Yeah, okay. That's all it is. Oh, I guess I could put you back on standard. My bad. You can actually attack for a lap here if we're going to pit you now, which we will.
And there's been quite a crash. Here we are down at turn 7. Now there's an inviting opportunity there.
Is there?
The impact on the car
is
quite clear.
I guess that was an opportunity. Here comes Fernandez. Just over 2. That's fine. That's acceptable. It's kind of 4th, though. I don't think we're worried. It's possible she slowed down enough that it is going to make a difference. But these guys still need to, I mean, they need to pit at least once. They might not pit until the rain comes. But even then, if we've caught back up with them and they're only going to pit one time, we're going to pit twice. Like, it's irrelevant, honestly, at some point. We've already done everything we needed to do. Okay, they are pitting now, so we're going to be way ahead of them now. At least one of them. Oh, you're at temperature, so you can go ahead and deploy. No, you're just going to stay neutral. Because you're already behind her and I don't want y'all fighting. Eventually signs will get out of the way. In theory. Maybe not. He didn't get a fastest lap. I could let Fernandez loose and he could probably get the fastest lap back. Let's do that. I'm not going to attack. I might go aggressive though. There's a purple. Come on, one more purple. No, not enough. Can you do it one more time though? No. Yes, we're close, but we're just not getting it. All right, well, we tried. Minutes till it's damp. We're running what kind of laps? Minute 20, just under minute 20, so. I mean, Ibanez is definitely slowed down because of the fact that, you know, she's not able... She was right behind him, and now she's kind of starting to lag behind a little bit. But again, I don't think it's going to matter. I think it was worth the risk and worth the sacrifice a little bit here. Dampen 6 minutes. Five minutes with 2 more laps at least. Might need a pit on this next lap. I think we can still get 2 more laps in right now, even. Now did we pit? Dampen 2 minutes. Let me go ahead and schedule the pit. Honestly, this is a good time for her to attack a little bit. Try to get out ahead of him. I don't want to push the engine though. I don't know if she made up enough ground or not. Oh, that's a good pit stop. We'll find out here in a moment. Not the best pit stop, and she did not make up enough ground. Oh, in fact, she fell behind by a lot. I guess inners on mostly wet is just better than slicks, I suppose, which is fine. I mean, a major mechanical fault is obviously going to slow her down. But I think it'll all still will end up okay when it's all said and done. Fernandez is definitely going to win this. I mean, him using bad parts did not really affect him that much at all. Her using bad parts, bigger impact because her parts were just more worn out. She's still an extremely fast car. I expect those to degrade that much. Why are the tires degrading so fast? It's still wet out there. Very curious. Very curious. We weren't like it wasn't like we were pushing them that much. Aggressive is not that much of a push in wet weather usually. All right, let's just try. Let's just see what we can do here. I mean, we're not catching signs, but at least we put some gap between us and Lawson. All right, we cost ourselves some money, but at the end of the day, we did still get plenty of points, so I'm not super concerned about it. You could also argue that we saved ourselves some money by not having to buy new parts right away, you know what I mean? So, pros and cons. I mean, third place with the parts that we put out there is still pretty impressive. If she had not gotten the major fault, which, again, that was because of the bad parts, I actually think she would have been fine. Alrighty. Still good. Still good. Still good. Again, we lost this money here, but not, again, if we, maybe we saved ourselves $2 million bucks later. Who knows? I'm just gonna leave this for now. Yeah, all right. Well, it was still a successful run, and it was a good test to see, you know, how much of an impact the bad parts would make, and they do make some impact, but not a lot. I mean, we really were, like I said, first and third with bad parts is pretty good. So at least we know that that is an option if we ever need to run into it. So that's good. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.